Greetings, everyone. In times like these, we have to humble ourselves and we have to surrender everything to the great spirits. Because what the spirits are showing, they're scary. And I don't think we're really understanding what is unfolding, what is about to happen. In our mind, we feel, I got this. I'll be able to do this. But the only persons who can truly say that are those who don't love life. Because that means you have to be prepared to surrender your life. That's where it's at. I've been visited. And in these visitations, the messages are awful. They're scary. I'm not going to lie to you. I am not going to lie to you. I am scared, but I ask that the Creator give me courage, because it's going to take courage to withstand this time. It's going to take courage to say no. That's why in the very beginning I was saying, how many of us say no now and will surrender? The only thing that's going to keep you from not surrendering is that commitment to say, I have lived my life, I am faithful, and I am prepared to accept my fate. As long as whatever it is that I agree to is in alignment with the great spirits. And I understand that we have a time and a season, and when it's our time to go, we must be prepared to surrender that. The great spirits visited, and in my dream, I heard messages that echo from what would appear to be a radio. And the first message was, there has been visits on the island by Archangel Gabriel. These were the words I heard coming from the radio. There has been visits, and I'm not going to make it in proper sentence. I'm giving it to the way I heard it. There has been visits on the island by Archangel Gabriel. And then the Spirit says, there's a way that seemed right by man, but the end is death. And when I looked that up, I saw that in Proverbs 14. I heard these words echoing while I was awake. And the Spirit said, a fierce man is going to bring destruction upon the earth. This person will prosper and will exercise great might upon the people of God. Through his policies, he will prosper, and he will cause many to suffer, and many will die. He will become so powerful that he will attempt to destroy the works of the Most High, but he will be allowed for a season, but will be broken. The Spirit says, perversion, extreme poverty, lies, and deceit have been embraced by the people on the island. And because of this, this wicked man is allowed. And this wicked man is not the Prime Minister of Jamaica, so don't even start thinking that. He's not powerful. He has absolutely no power. He is just an agent. He's just trying to secure his own freedom. There's a way that seems right unto man, but the end thereof is death. So even he is participating and, securing himself and his family. He doesn't realize that he's just a sitting duck. Because when you make deals with such persons, understand that they don't like you. And after you have cooperated with them, They now see you as a threat because they know you have it. If you can destroy your own people, if you can follow along, then they know that they can't trust you. Please remember that this video was done September 21st, 2021. Okay, you don't get to make up this type of thing. And for those of you who are always so cynical, the joke is on you. No more warnings for Jamaica. Because first of all, when people are warning them, they are mocked and ridiculed and spat upon. Every time you mock someone, you spit on them. Do you see the way I asked the question yesterday? I said, do you want to hear these spiritual things, or go away, I don't want to hear? And people answered. And I was surprised to see those who answered was so low. I'm grateful for those of you who want to hear, because many don't want to hear. But I swear to you upon this day that every word that is spoken in this video will take root. And this is your opportunity to stop playing around, to stop holding on to material position, to stop using, jobs and, and money and all these things to allow you to become a traitor to your creator. A lot of people that are going to suffer deserve it. We are wicked, very wicked, and very, very ungrateful. Very ungrateful. So the visits upon the island by Archangel was not to change anything. It was to deliver the message. It was to pronounce, to make the pronouncements, to make the announcements. Read as I continue this conversation. Do you think that my Andrew Holness can do any better? He is Pharaoh. His heart is hardened, not just because he's a wicked man, but because there are many people on the island that are very wicked, very evil. And you will see more of that in this season. As people go to give relief, people will do things that you will not understand, because Gabriel said it was going to happen, and therefore it was and is and will continue to happen until God remove his hand, until there's a way that seems right unto man, but the end thereof is death. The Spirit says the evil that is visited upon us is because we have abandoned the ways of our people. We have done wickedly. We have been ungrateful in spite of all the times they were delivered. That means the people of Jamaica, the amount of close calls that they had, the amount of earthquake and the amount of storms or hurricane that came right there. And the Spirit showed compassion upon them. And when it returned, when it was removed, because people prayed and people begged, and there was a few on the island that really meant well, and it was removed, the majority of the people went right back to doing the thing that they want to do. The Spirit said that we have made man our God and turn our back on our Creator. And so we are left with the wicked man to deal with us until we are brought to subjection. We have allowed the traditions of the wicked to become our own. Vile things are adopted, transgressions openly embraced. There will be 7 weeks that the wrath and indignation of God will cause desolation. In the schools, there will be desolation. I was brought in the Spirit in what appears to be a school, talking to a principal or a guidance council. And the administrative person took me to an office to enroll me in school. I was talking to this person in the room that was encouraging me to return. And I informed her I had to redo the math, redo the measurement, redo the math. I told her I had to start all over again because I stopped going to classes. There was another class that was about to begin, but I was not prepared for that class. The school ground was dark. A spirit led me out of the office to stand outside. I had the chance to see the old woman in the classroom. I noticed her matted wig and her glasses. But when I was in the room with her, she was not an old woman. But when I stood in the yard and looked at her, she was like this devil spirit disguised. I could see her as I stood in the dark. I could see the true feature of this woman. This spirit that could disguise itself to bring me into the school where they can then use me. I could not see that spirit that led me outside. I just know it was there because it was speaking to me and showing me things. He showed me, guarded secrets no one know about yet. The spirit ushered me out of the school to the closet entry and pleaded with me that I had to forget going back there because the work and price to pay was too much. The outbreak in the school was devastating. The kids would then rebel against their parents and accept the mark. As I stood there, I kept hearing the echoes. There has been visits on the island by Archangel Gabriel. I had to go and search up because, the idea of Archangel Gabriel is from the Christian concept. But trust me and believe me when I say this, that the messages that are coming to me are coming to me to go in search of the scripture. When I type in the messages, the words, it always leads me to a scripture. And within that scripture, there's a story. And so the part with Archangel Gabriel is showing the messenger and bringing me back to that time when I got the message with the head of the angel off its body. It was the same spirit that I saw, except this time I heard Archangel Gabriel visit the island of Jamaica. And I'm afraid it's not just Jamaica. I think it's all the islands. I don't know about you. I'm a human being. I feel scared. But I want to say that there are other things that I'm not really saying because I feel like I need to pray on it more. I need to understand it more because I honestly don't know exactly what the meaning is. So I'm waiting for more. But my spirit guide said stay out of the schools. That I had to redo the math. That means go back and look at this thing. You've been looking at it all wrong. As I was escorted out of that room and I stood in the yard and I looked in the room, I saw the woman become an old woman. And she was luring me back to school. She wanted me to re-register. And the spirit was saying, that's why I allowed you to walk away before you finish. In my dream, I couldn't understand, why I would quit because I'm not a quitter. And I was with one of my classmates from way back, one of my best friends from high school, all the way from grade 7 to grade 12. And she was telling me that she completed her exam. See, you're going to be tested, and a lot of us are going to fail, and they are going to test us. And if we are not passing that exam that is given to us, the one where you accept what is offered, you'll get a failing grade. And when you get a failing grade, if you are not plugged in, if the spirit is not right there with you, it's going to cost you. 4 years later, we see the manifestation of this prophecy. I'm not a prophet. I just speak or share what I see in the spirit. But I want you to know that the problem or the troubles have just begun. and that the messengers of God, as they go forward and they warn, the people will not take heed. They will suffer because they love man more than they love God. The divine energies that guide us and give us life and liberty, we do not respect them. We mock and ridicule even the Great Spirit in our midst. And so, let the will of God be done. Let prophecy be revealed, and let the people of God surrender and take this opportunity to clean your heart, mind, body, and soul. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we know that wickedness exists in high places. But until you are clean, until you surrender your heart to the Most High, you will continue to go through these things. Those who have eyes to see, let them see. Listen, once again, I give thanks to the Great Spirits for using my mouth. Sometimes a year, sometimes 3, 4 years in advance. I give thanks. Stay blessed, everyone.